It's a fucking dope battle, my man. Make sure, as always, you log on facebook.com/jointflop and search Viewpoint DF as well. That's our new forum. So we got Briggzy. Make some noise. If you haven't seen that Briggzy battle, check that. For whatever reason, I haven't seen that Old English Yunnan battle. Check that. That's fucking awesome. All right, we chose off camera that Briggzy was gonna be starting off. So it's round number 1 on Briggzy. Let's go.
So this is what happens when you kill Bamalam. You get his little minions trying to come up north and take his body back. Well, he got body bad, but don't worry, there's enough room in that body bag to fit your body, fam, and I'll send both of your bodies back now. I killed his boy. And they say revenge is a dish best served cold, but that gave me food for thought about an Old English reference. See, I'm not something to mess with. I'd rather use my tooth for maul and chew through your corpse, leave your body sprawled into sections. Someone served that head on a plate, but make sure that dish presented comes along with ribs, intestines, fingers dressed with strips of flesh and bits of extras to dip the rest in. Cause that's the way a beast likes to feast on a full Old English breakfast. Fuck if I want his man's respect. I'm a Baphomet devil soldier, back to turn heaven over. I'm head and shoulders over rappers on stage, or under the pit like a weapon holster. Aired out the cards, but we don't accept a joker like a deck for poker. See if old tries to step to oldest, you'll see a man outside his crib with a scully like the next to Moldy. You'll see his head unfold all over the front row of the wardrobe. Isn't that why you're here? To see two men stand on stage and talk loads? Or Lees, did you pay that ticket price to see me drag that corpse home? Cause I'm on stage with two men that'll let it ring if you take a swing, you skull. Don't make him take it back to the bar stool. Man like you ain't nothing but talk, bro. That's why it's frustrating to write for him. He's all stop and start, like I'm trying to bust a nut to a buffering porno now.
I know them ones.
Fucking like Jasmine. Now share your thoughts, though. Cause when the car dropped, man said I won't be able to match his verses. They say Briggzy's too aggressive, but he ain't from my city. He don't know about man letting off fireworks to drown the sound when a strap is bursting. I'm 27, buried 6 friends, so I apologise in life if I've never sat down and perfectly crafted wording. But to me that's why a pen game is like a henna tattoo, cause all that Old English text will never really scratch the surface.
Calm down.
The best moment of your life? Meeting Organic and Lush One. Cause you flew all the way to Toronto just to be a plus one. I've got 2 questions. Question 1, how many times have you travelled to Canada? Question 2, how many times have you battled in Canada? Oh, I get it. You just ride shotty, so you have to act as his passenger. You hold his baggage in your hands, you're his carrier. You read his fan mail and you manage his calendar. See, Blackout 5's next week, and Drake's paying to have rappers come over. He'll be there in the crowd, like a fan, with a poster. See, Briggzy's pissed off. He thinks he should have the exposure. He's on the phone to Shotty like, but I beat Soul, I should battle Ilmac or Rosa. You didn't even go to battle for Ground Zero, cause you're far from their top option. They'd have to make a whole new league for you and call it Rock Bottom. But you spent $1,000 to watch the event. You really paid your dues, but you could have just stayed at home and watched the pay-per-view. But he did battle in Australia versus the kid in Sydney, and there he told the kid he'll take out his kidneys. Then he slowed down the whole bar and said he would take out the kid's knees. I tried to comprehend. But he did battle in Australia versus the kid in Sydney. And there he told the kid he'll take out his kidneys. Then he slowed down the whole bar and said he'll take out the kid's knees. I tried to comprehend, but that shit's deep. I tried to comprehend, but that shit's deep. Maybe the crowd can help me out. What did Briggs mean? What? While you was there, I heard you went to a strip club with her. While you was there, I heard you went to a strip club with her. And you was looking at a stripper like, I'll never get my dick sucked by her. I know why you have trouble getting women. Same reason your ex is tripping, cause your neck is missing, so you can't do 50% of sex position. I heard this one groupie say his triceps are dead and his quads are so-so. Cause she looked at his neck and saw Quasimodo. It's bad for business. He can't help much with promo. Cause they do V-necks, but he can only rock a polo. I never got laid that night. He could have got off with a model. But you can't with Briggzy tagging along, he could cop block in a brothel. Tell your ex, she can have it. Legs spread on the mattress, bet that's magic. We played duck, duck, goose, she gave me head, then I tapped it. Tony Ray gave you disrespect and you had it. See, Briggzy's a globetrotter. He battled in Norway for cash. It was him, Raptor, and Bowski. Tony Ray was nice enough to give you a place to crash. But you disrespected his house, so he made you pack. Sent them off to a studio/basement flat and left them with nothing but bread roll, so they can snack. For 3 days and that ain't what's bad. But the worst part is you say you rap. And I'm not trying to debate the fact, but you was in the studio for 3 days. What? And you didn't make a track. Tony didn't pay you in full, he gave you a lesser amount. It's like you're dyslexic and now you can't measure a count cause he shortchanged you. I say he took the bread from your mouth. But you really want to know what was the biggest part? He made sure Flab was living large with an ensuite and a mini bar. What did you get? A couch in his garage next to a shitty car. You were better off in the park like what Rowan did to Bard. Sleeping with squirrels are on a bench covered by withered plants and timber bark. See, winter's harsh. It's gonna get a lot colder to handle. We all think you're shit. It's just your cronies that back you. This ain't so when he gambles, or take your soul if you gamble. Have you buried before time? That's enclosed in a capsule, cause this body set in stone like a statue. Time, man.
You mentioned the Tony Ray situation, like, that was some nice shit. Yeah, me, Raptor and Bowski got paid in bread rolls. He's just pissed off he didn't get invited. When he talked about Australia, like, that's a win. If your pen game's so good, how many countries have you battled in? Ooh. See, I've got some shit I need to address with you, Jordan. It's about that shit you were speaking. Remember when you was outside an event telling other battlers about the way your boy Villain's been sleeping? See, I ain't lying about this, because half the battlers in this event know about Villain having to sleep on your couch. It all came from his mouth. You was trying to get respect for putting your boy up when he was forced to be leaving his house because his pee didn't amount. Telling man about his money situations. The way that cocaine keeps on cleaning his account. That's your boy's personal life, Jordan. Not some shit you need to be speaking about. So when you laugh at the Raptor for putting it on Natural for showing me disrespect, well, that's what the fuck a team is about. See, I don't respect Jordan. He's just another bitch on the internet trying to be stuck in his height. Too busy getting lost in the lights. You drop each one of your friends for the shot of the title. I'm still around them same friends I grew up with. That means I've always picked loyalty over opportunities. I've never been lost in the life. You're just a plastic model, old. In fact, it reminds me of that Katie bitch. Cause it ain't the first time we've seen loyalty to Jordan get dropped for the price. But don't worry, I made sure the coffin is nice. Cause you've been asking for this battle for over 2 years, bro. That's stalkerish. I think you've overplayed your cards. I took a year and a half out. You've just advanced from the demo channel and still talk about ability to pick a rapper's game apart. I don't think you've ever played it smart. Cause you called yourself a goon rapper. Then you dress like SpongeBob. Bro, what the fuck did you take me as? All that street talk's bullshit. I'd have to buy a pair of trainers to see Jordan fucking raise an arm. So you need to play your part, cause even your boys think it's time you give it up. Bamalam's the best in your circle, and in Manchester your whole team had to pick him up. They said it weren't fair ground. Boy stepped on my game and caught hooks like a game of City Ducks. You could bring an Arsenal. Talk like your clip is full, but I'll still leave your man screaming your name in the street like your dinner's done. Now welcome to the north. Now welcome to the north, the home of dialect and peace soldier. If I give any dialect a peace soldier to be sober, when we meet you get sliced round the throat, so be kosher. You tried to act like the streets know you, but imagine over in your crib, face mask like he's fighting Ebola. Get your parents on the floor. Fuck off. Room in your crib, face mask like he's fighting Ebola. Get your parents on the floor, arms waving. You knelt next to the bath with your head leaned over. Gangster as shit, you hear it. Then you hear that voice come through in a mask like, bruv, where's your fucking money? Let's go, it's 10 minutes up, man.
After this event, he won't even get home. He said Villain sleeps on my couch. He does, but I give him more than fucking bread rolls. I hope your career succeeds. I hope your career succeeds. I don't feel no jealousy at all. I'll put aside the malice. Resentment is uncalled. But when you said you sold out the Ritz, I thought, how pathetic is this fool? It was a mall tech, it wasn't you. You're just lunch game, that's chump change, penny up the wall. And you said you're the capo of Mosh Team. Yeah, he said it. He's the capo. Like he's the foundation. Like he's the fucking backbone. Imagine you're at one of the man shows and the fan goes, who's that bloke? You know, Mosh Team, he's the capo. Stop giving yourself a title that no one gives a fuck about. Do you do it to get laid or do you do it to make your mother proud? You're just an actor facade. You practice your bars like you're strapped with some arms. Stating facts isn't hard. Cause if Blizzard was around, you wouldn't be on that Manchester card, see? Money ain't as big as it was. There used to be a couple dudes who would sit at the top. There was Shifty and Kron, Blizzard and Shots. But now the fans are getting impatient and it's pissing them off. Cause the next thing that they got is Briggzy and Tox. You're expendable. They'll probably kick him from Mosh. Send him to High Rise, make Flex Blizzard his boss. He's been to Canada less and battled more on King of the Dot. You just sit there and watch, then fly 20 hours to Sydney and flop in the middle of Oz like the Tin Man and Dogs. That battle had like 5 people there. 2 were the battlers and 1 was the host. And 1 was the host. The other 2 must have been his biggest fans, cause they were at the front of the row. But besides the fact you're highly whack, why would you fly for that? Cause you could go online and rap and have a bigger audience on Tiny Chat. I've seen bigger crowds than in the house. So stop acting like... I've seen bigger crowds than in the house. So stop acting like you're great. You ain't a commodity. Your angle's basic geometry. But he's so gangster it worries me. Cause he's been to jail 4 times in 1 day, playing Monopoly. But you're a smack rapper now. But you're a smack rapper now. Say you pillheads with a steel tech. Imagine Briggzy vs Ill Will next. The intro would read short, ugly and ginger as his skill set. He's even got a slogan now. Done a couple slow it down. He's got that URL token sound. But fans would rather die than hear you. That's why half of them are fucked up to the smoking lounge. Cause your word-playing schemes subpar and sloppy. With your aim, I don't care if you put a target on me. I'm not like the rest. I ain't saying you get your bars from Shotty, but he's rubbing it off onto you, and that's a carbon copy. Swagger jacking half your posse. More of a bitch than your lady. So tell me, have you had your period lately? I don't believe a word you say, and if I did, it won't faze me. Nothing but Polaroid, your whole image is shaky. Time, man.
See, when the flyer drop, man, till I get killed by Olde. So if he tries to make the point, I'll snap his fingers. It's like I'm that unexpected guest, bringing fear to text like Agatha Christie. So fuck what these men are thinking. We ain't the same tier, I'm sets above. We could check the math, but you've already heard what Adam's bringing. That's why I amassed my thinking. I've graduated with master's meaning. He could never school me. I've already surpassed any class of English. I said I'm old school, so I went to his old school. And I was told he was that fat kid in PE who always had a note why he didn't bring his kit.
Yo, Briggs, fuck the jokes, bro. You respected Bammers and the
But I don't think he's got the arm to swim with Briggs. He might say I talk a load of bullshit, but bro, it's a battle. We're in a venue with cameras and a crowd. Of course my team did bring in clips, but I feel I need to school him on the process of outclass Jordan. So watch your language, cause if you book it ain't nothing new to see English lit. Now what do you think this is? Don't you get it yet? Check the title and see yourself get killed with no apathy like Megadeth. I'm the one you really don't want to fuck with. Like you're drunk staring at that one bitch in your phone book you've never text. Don't you get it yet? You're irrelevant. Megadeth, I'm the one you really don't want to fuck with. Like you're drunk staring at that one bitch in your phone